Andrew Warren for Showtime Movie News at the Sundance Film Festival. The last time Blue Tongue Films came to Sundance 2 years ago with Animal Kingdom, they left with the Grand Jury Prize in the World Dramatic Competition. They are back this year with the opening night film in that competition, a mystery thriller titled Wish You Were Here.
An Australian tourist missing for 9 days from a remote Cambodian holiday destination remains unaccounted for despite an extensive search.
Hasn't been anything in the papers, has there?
His passport's still there at the resort.
Here, David. John Kinane from the FPA, just trying again. Not sure if you got any of my messages, just hoping you can give me a call as soon as you're able.
Everything okay?
The film really is a thriller, and it's kind of in its casing, I guess, and then within that it's a real kind of, psychological drama as well. But, 4 people go to Cambodia, 3 of them have come home, and the movie travels in the present forward in Sydney, and then it goes into the past in Cambodia to see the dynamic between the 4 and what kind of ensued. My character in particular knows, you get a sense, knows something a lot more than he's letting on.
We're having a look at Mr. King's business dealings prior to his trip away.
If they know that there is drugs involved, they're going to drop the whole thing. If you don't tell her, I will.
This is about the fact that you are keeping things from me.
Calm down. Calm down.
Was it tricky for you to act opposite the director's wife?
I don't know what it is with me, but I have a track record. I did a movie called Acolytes. John Hewitt directed. His wife played my wife. David Michôd's girlfriend, Mira, played my wife in Animal Kingdom, and he was directing. And now Kieran cast me to, with Felicity. At one point, it's funny, man, we were in a seat, we're in a bed. I'm trying to get romantic with my wife, and she wants to talk about this holiday.
And I said, look, at the end of the scene, just let it play out, Because the idea is that they sort of start to neck and it evolves, and I think they were expecting me to call cut a lot sooner than I did, and the whole crew is standing around, and I just let it keep going because it was magical, it was beautiful.
And then I hear cut, and Kieran runs in the room, stands at the head of bed and goes, and I go, it's not what it looks like.
It's not what it looks like. Everybody just cracked it. It was fun. It was funny. But, I was lucky to be in really good hands. These are my friends, my wife, my best friend, it was great.
You won't even
I understand, but the idea was that you don't just race over here and pretend like nothing's fucking happened.
Step up
that he's not
take responsibility.
Oh, no.
On your way.
Seriously, I'll get him. I just forgot.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. She's upset.
You and Kieran clearly have a collaborative relationship in screenwriting and him directing you in this film.
Yeah.
Is there a level of comfort there, or is it sometimes awkward? Or
Never. You mean with regards to the sort of actor-director relationship?
And writing the screenplay, because that took several years.
Yeah. Well, to speak of the writing first, it just happened to be a collaboration that really, really worked. I mean, we are married, and so we know each other intimately. There's all sorts of other collaborations going on, but it was wonderful for the script because the script, I think, got written a lot quicker with both of us working really productively.
And you banged out the first draft, didn't you, after a similar experience with friends of yours?
Well, I wrote a treatment on my own, so I had this idea where I pulled together 2 stories. One was a story that we just sort of heard around, that had happened to sort of mutual friends where there were 2 couples and they travelled to Southeast Asia, and one of the guys amongst those 2 couples went missing and was never seen or heard of again. And that's kind of like the end of where the parallels between the stories. Beyond that guy never got found, and I don't really know a lot about the intricate details of that story, but it had always really interested me, the idea of the other 3 and how they might have felt and how they might have felt responsible, because they were all there on the night that he went missing. They just weren't with him at that particular moment. So I was very interested in that idea.
You get to go home to your kids.
Obviously, that if it was going to turn out like this, we would have said something at the time.
Of course.
Who was that?
What do you want?
I can't breathe anymore. I can't breathe.